What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the Hungry Road. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Eric. If it's your first time seeing my face, please go ahead and smash the subscribe button and like the video right. But today, it's more of a casual sort of video. I've never done a say goodbye to or purchasing to or any of those kind of videos on this channel. It's been mostly formatted, straight up reviews on this, that. I might throw a vlog in every now and then, but just trying to get more into the vlog space. But this is the last day with my 2015 Ford Taurus SHO. It's been a little over 3 years, about 3 years and 5 months to be exact. And I always wanted to do an update on it. It just never came to fruition because nothing changed. Everyone's like, add turbos and tune it, take it to Eisenhower motors and do all this, I didn't do any of that. I have a full-time job, I have a real career. I don't have time to be shipping stuff and driving. That's neither here or there. But yeah, time for story time we face. So in 2021, January, February, I was moving some things to a storage unit, probably right over there actually, in the left turning lane, minding my business, just waiting to make the left. And out of nowhere, boom, rear-ended in my 2012 Dodge Challenger. Pretty much destroyed the back end, crumpled the rear quarter panel, and then pushed me into the car in front of me, which then damaged the front bumper. So it was just a disaster. The car was deemed a total loss. I think I owed $10,000, $9,000 on it back then. And insurance company gave me like 12. So I had a couple grand to play with. But I was moving at the time too. That's why I was moving storage units. So like, I don't have time for this. So I don't have time to really sit and look for a car, because if your car is damaged, you get like 4 weeks to have a rental car with my insurance with State Farm. If your car is deemed total, it gets cut to 7 days. So once they say it's total, you got 7 days to find a new car. And with me flying and doing all this stuff, I didn't have a lot of time to go look for a new car. So my fiance at the time was like, well, you should just look around here, get something that's cheap, quick, whatever. I was like, I bet. So I was looking at, if you watch this video over there, you'll get the full story of this thing and how it came to it. But yeah, so I found this car, I said, bet. So $19,750 or whatever it was, had 67,000 miles on it, was in decent shape. The driver's side mirror had like a little heat thing. These are heated mirrors. $800 to replace that, by the way, insane. But anyway, that came later. But yeah, so all right, I like this. Twin turbo, V6, 3.5 liter, makes 365 horsepower, all-wheel drive. This car was a lot of firsts for me. It was first all-wheel drive car, first non-naturally aspirated car. What else we got here? First car on stock 20s. That was always a huge thing for me. It's funny because it's dubs. But anyway, it was my first car with air-conditioned seats. It was my first car where the seat was motorized and moved by itself, and the steering wheel, it was cool. It was a leap forward for me. I was coming from a 2012 base model Challenger. Before that was a 09 Gran Turismo. Before that, I never had a newer car like that. So granted, the car was already 6 years old at the time, but it is what it is. So moving forward, I've had a car a long time. The odometer is I'm literally like 30 miles away from ticking over 130,000 miles. And I've had no problems. Let's say no catastrophic problems. I've not been stranded in the car. Let's go with that. One of the major issues I've had with this car was the thermostats. The thermostat opened up or shut or whatever, it failed. And that would cause the car to overheat. Well, if I'm driving 2 hours, 3 hours, wherever I gotta go, that's a pretty big deal. So I had the thermostat replaced. But then that thermostat went bad, and that's not the first time a replacement part went bad as soon as I put it in the car. Sometime last year, the driver's side started making like noise, the wheel housing or whatever, it would like clunk when you turn the wheel, and when you hit certain bumps, like this is annoying, because if it's a baddies outside and you clinking, they don't like the clinking, but no matter. So I took it to the shop I used to go to, they messed around, they replaced the strut, all right, cool. But then like a month or two later, same noise. And like, okay, so how did this brand new part fail already? And the same thing with the thermostat. How are these parts failing already? So we're gonna get to, I have 2 lists I'm gonna go over. 5 things I love about this car and 5 things I hate about it. But you wanna know why I'm getting rid of it. I'll tell you at the end of the video. The first thing I love about this car is the styling. It is absolutely beautiful. It is brawny, it's muscular, it has curves, it has edges. It's a good looking car. It kind of blends in. It doesn't stand out too much, but people know what it is by the wheels and by this badge right here. It's kind of an if you know, you know thing. Most people won't care, but the car guys, car girls, they do. I like it. We have a decent looking grille up front. They black it out on the SHO. Styling is fairly subtle up front, but it's not bad. The black mirrors, and I could have taken the silver body color mirrors, but it's fine. I love the 20-inch wheels. We can go even bigger if we wanted to, but that's fine. And of course, the very giant rear end. I'm a rear end kind of guy. We have the beautiful LED tail lights. They have never failed me yet. Let's see if we can turn them on real quick. A little button right here. Let's go unlock. See, they're cute. I like the little ring effect, and I love the giant LED turn signals. Those are really cool. And the fact that the license plate is down below, dual exhaust as well. But yeah, man, and look at the hips. It's got a little hip right there. But let's move on to the next thing I love. For the sake of creating lists, the only reason I put this on a list is because I didn't have much else to put on it. But the first thing I hated about the car was the reliability factor. So after getting the first thermostat replaced and then seeing it fail, I'm like, well, is the next one gonna fail? And the same thing with the struts. It was like taking the car to wherever I took it to get service and then waiting for it. And then, you know, it takes a lot of time out of your day. It takes a lot of time out of your week. You know, you're waiting up there for it, or you might have to rent a car to do what you gotta do. That's the only reason I put this on here. Like with my Challenger, I didn't have any problems with that at all. The Gran Turismo, any problems at all aside from that, what was it, the mass airflow sensor. Like in the other Challenger, like I haven't had problems like that. Granted, I haven't run them all up to 130,000 miles. The Challenger, I think was about 120. The second Challenger was about 120, but neither here or there. However, one thing I am very proud to say with this car, over the last 63,000 miles, I have never seen a check engine light. The car starts right up every single time in the dead of winter with a low battery, good battery, in the heat. It started up every single time, purred, and I was able to go wherever I was supposed to go. The second thing I love about this car was the interior space. There's so much room in here. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of the interior dash setup or whatever. I do like, you know, the embroidery in the seats or whatever, but black leather is so boring. It gets all hot in the summertime, but just how much space there is in here. Cup holders everywhere, sunglass holders. You know, this seat is slid all the way back. So let me sit in here. Oh boy, I hit the panic button. So now I'm inside the car. My feet are all the way stretched out and the seat's all the way back. Really, really nice space in here. Again, same cup holder situation over there. The back seats can be a little snug with the seats pushed all the way back, but it is what it is. We have a sunshade and stuff I can put up. We have cup holders here. We have cup holders here. There's so much space in here. Like, there's just so much space in here. And that's one thing I really like. So another sunglass holder up there. I mean, there's so much space in here, and I like that. And let's go talk about the trunk. So I've already cracked the trunk open. Here we go. Look at all that space. That's my toolkit. You've seen my other reviews where the cars have, the trunk is all small and stuff cramped. Look how much space. I can get like 2 or 3 giant suitcases in here. A little cargo net for my cleaning supplies and stuff. But yeah, so much space in here. My brush is so far back there. And of course, you can put the seats down and get more room. The second thing I hate about this car is the exhaust note. It's a muted twin turbo V6. Just didn't sound like anything. I mean, this is the sporty version of the Ford Taurus, so shouldn't it have been a little bit more sound, a little more growly? Listen to it. Just doesn't sound like much. Even inside the cabin, it just doesn't fulfill me. It doesn't fill my spirit with the Roar V8 of the Maseratis I've had, or the, remember the Chevy Caprice I had with the Flowmasters on it. It didn't give me that, but I didn't really expect it to do that. Like I said, I bought this car more so out of need than like looking for a Ford Taurus SHO. This happened to show up. I said, I bet. So that's kind of it. Yeah, people say you can cut the mufflers off and do all this. I'm like, I don't feel like it. I don't want to invest a lot in this car because I didn't think I was gonna have it this long. So I kind of combined number 2 and 3 on the things I love list, size, space, and interior. But let's move on to number 4, the climate seats. Heated seats and cooled seats are a game changer. Right from the home screen, when you first get into the car, you have access to all your seats and stuff right here. You can't do much with the climate control here because it's all down here. But I have the AC on right here, and the second button in is AC seats. You get 3 levels. It is just the most comfortable feeling. I'm not entirely sure if there's an AC compressor in the seat and doing all that kind of stuff. I literally think it's just a fan that blows air up to your butt. Now, some of these newer cars have fans that come out the back of the seat and the bottom, but it's just such a comfortable feeling when it's a hot day and you're just kept just a little bit cooler. My wife was the biggest fan of these seats. She overheats quickly, we get it, but the AC seats are awesome. And again, the heated seats, that's nothing new. That's right next to it, no big deal. Heated steering wheel, yeah, I'm gonna miss all these things. I'm not sure if my car has all this extra stuff. I know it doesn't have AC seats. I'm not sure about the other 2 things just yet. I can't remember. And while we're focused on this, we're gonna go to the third thing I hate, the aged infotainment screen. Yes, this is a 9-year-old system. 9-year-old system, but it's very laggy. Look, so I press the button. Okay, it takes a little bit of time to load, no big deal. Go to climate control. You know, it's not crazy. You want to see the funny one? Look at the map. Takes a while for that to load in, huh? And it still got a little, okay, I thought it was a loading thing right there. It's telling me where I'm at. But yeah, the map is fine. You know, it's no big deal, but it's just aged just a bit. And, you know, we're stepping into something new. One thing I am gonna miss is the ambient lighting. My new car does have it. I was very surprised. Oh, not vehicle, no disc. Ambient lighting. I'm gonna miss all of the lights up here, you know? Get a better angle. There we go. My favorite color, riding right there. In honor of the new car, we're gonna make it red. Woo! And when I meant interior earlier, I meant I can get in here and just relax. The seats are comfortable, they're spacious, I have good visibility. My wife loved the seats. She could recline on the way back from a trip to New York or something. They're comfortable. Along with the AC seats, this is a nice place to hang out. Like I said, just yesterday, I drove 3 hours, 45 minutes to Allentown, Pennsylvania, did some work, and drove 4 hours, 4:15 back. Can't do that in all these cars. Again, the reliability and just as comfortable as it was to do it. Yes, your butt's a little sore because you're sitting in the same spot. You can't really move a lot for, 8 hours, but it worked. It's not a Rolls Royce. If I had a Rolls Royce, would I need to drive 8 hours? Probably not. You just get a plane because you're that rich. Anyway, I don't know if you can catch this, but there's a slight drone in the car, and that's coming from the passenger side rear wheel. I believe it's a bearing of some sort when I had it looked at. But again, that's more money. Like, it's another reason I'm getting rid of the car. I want to start fresh, reset the clock. This one's getting old, 130,000 miles. I'm at 129,977 right now. 23 more miles, we're at $130. But yes, the bearing needs to be replaced. Who knows what else needs to be replaced? I just don't even want to get into it. So I'd rather just wash my hands and let someone else deal with it, who probably likes to work on these cars. Go get your hands dirty, dig in there, do all the stuff yourself. That'd be pretty cool. I don't know. Another thing I hate about this car, the blinkers. I'm gonna turn all the AC off so you can hear it. I hate that sound. I don't know what it is about it, but my wife gets on me for not using blinkers because I don't want to hear it. It's the worst sound ever. So I turn it off manually early if I can, just like that. Another small issue I had with the car, it wasn't terrible, the gas mileage. On a regular tank, I could get 21, maybe 20 miles a gallon. That's between putting around Connecticut and mixing with highway driving for my work trips or whatever. When I hear the word EcoBoost, I'm thinking of whatever the eco that means I care about plants and the earth and stuff. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm going to get good gas mileage, and I get 375 horsepower from this twin turbo V6. I'm like, okay, great. I started driving like, this is not that good. But I dealt with it. You know, $65, $70 a fill up every couple of weeks. You know, it adds up. Like I said, $1,700 a year on gas just for this car. I hope I can save a lot more than that on my next car, but we'll see what happens with that. I did, however, get 25 miles a gallon going to Allentown, Pennsylvania and back yesterday. Very comfortable ride. That's like 8 hours in the car, and like in a car like this, you can do that. But most of all, what I love about this car, the value. You know, the car was 9 years old, and with 67,000 miles on it, but it was once $43,000. That was just, the window sticker was like $43,000, $45,000. I don't know what it was exactly, but that's when I looked it up. And to get the car for less than half of what it initially was and still be able to get all those same features meant a lot to me. So the powerful engine, the comfort, all the amenities here, and the reliability, it ran like nobody's business for such a long time. And I put this thing through its paces. Just like yesterday. 4 hours there, 4 hours back, same day, not an issue. $20,000 for this car, absolutely worth it. I believe I'm getting a trade-in of like $9,500, something like that. Still pretty good. You know, I think I'm doing the right thing here though, guys. So I think that's it. That's my 5 things I hate and I love. I don't even know if I counted them, but this is the farewell video. Just want to say goodbye to it and to the outro. So now that we got that out the way, here is why I'm getting rid of my 2015 Ford Taurus SHO. I found something new. I found something much newer, much more up to date, faster, quicker, more technology, better gas mileage, and frankly, better looking. And it was something that I actually want, something I was looking forward to. So like I said, this car just kind of fell in my lap. I said, okay, I need a car, let's do it. And kind of lived with it since then. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't want to hurt your feelings. I hope you're good to your next owner. But the new car, I'm very excited for. I'm not going to give you any hints. I'm not going to give it away. It's a color I'm wearing, but any car can be this color, but that's fine. So obviously, I play around on cars.com, Car Domain, Auto Tempest all the time, just looking at my dream cars, my favorites, just to see what the prices are doing, to see if they go up, see if they go down or anything like that. And there's a particular car that came out, you know, in the last couple of years that has taken a massive depreciation hit for the first year. And I'm gonna look, I'm like, ain't no way this car cost this much and it's up the street. Distance is a thing. So, like I said, I'm in the middle of some stuff right now, but having a car be this close to me is a really big deal. That's kind of what happened when I bought the Maserati Gran Turismo in 2017. I was just playing around on cars.com and there was my dream car for $45,000 with 20,000 miles on it in Boston, 2 hours away. I said, bet, let's go. And it was a done deal. Kind of the same situation here. So I went and checked it out. They let me take it home for a test drive and I fell in love with it all over again. And then my wife checked it out too. She likes it, she loves it. There's a little bit of stuff there you'll see in the reveal video. I'll talk about in the reveal video, but that's it. There's nothing wrong with the car. It's just time. I'm in a better position than I was 3 years ago. And it's time to let this go, give it to someone else, and hopefully they can put 100,000 more miles on it and enjoy it. It's a great car. I tinted the windows for you. But that's really it, guys. It's been a good run. I wish the very next owner a great experience, as great as the one I've had, even better. And yeah, take care of it. A lot of memories made in here. It kept me safe. It kept me warm. It kept me cool when I needed to be cool or warm. It got me from New York and back to Boston, to Allentown, Pennsylvania, to all the places I've driven it. And it never distracted me. It never let me down. So, with that being said, the next video you see on a car should be my new one. All right, guys, take care, stay safe. Thank you.